Have you ever wondered what it's like to be the greatest hero alive? How about the greatest dad alive? Kids look up to you, women dream about you, men want to be you. I mean, your enemies hide in fear when they hear your name. Now, what if you threw all that away, killed your friends, used your son as a squeegee, betrayed everyone you've ever known, and compared your wife to the goldfish in the kitchen you sometimes feed when you're bored?
Why did you make me do this?
Well, then you might be season 4 Omni-Man, because what I've seen from this man this season is in debate for the SNA award. The sorriest nigga alive. Now, let me explain a little bit. So I just watched episode 5 of Invincible, and it had the nastiest 10 minutes of television I've ever seen. And if you watch this show, you know that's saying something. First, let me give props to my nigga Oliver. Spoiler warning, by the way. But he was out there punching above his weight class. The nigga was just walking along the ship and got blown up. He survived, and what was his reward? The jumping of a lifetime by Conquest, Steve Harvey, and a nigga who looks like he snorts diesel. But Oliver's about business. He says, "We unalived you once, we can do it again." Now, brother Oliver, I think there's a little bit of a stolen valor situation going on, okay? I think you showed up to the group assignment on presentation day and got credit for what you didn't deserve.
I'm so lonely.
But all right, show me what you got. Instant backhand. My lord. But he gets a good jab in, I like it. But then the red rush treatment begins. And you know how hard you gotta get squeezed for your eyes to bleed? But saved by daddy. Then he gets passed to Luke Cage like a blunt, and before he gets chopped in half, saved by daddy again. Like Nolan is trying his hardest to beat them deadbeat allegations. Then a gut punch from hell, and like a frat boy in legal trouble, daddy's there to save the day again. Now at this point, Oliver is showing obvious signs of fraudulent behavior. So he goes to the nearest planet to breathe in holy fish paste. If that would have connected, he would have unplugged that boy's spine from his flesh. And just think, this is what niggas used to have to deal with every time they came to school with a fresh cut. But now we get into the meat and potatoes of what made me have to make this video. Conquest finally got the rematch he's been looking for with Mark, and Mark pulls the craziest strat to date. Choke the beefiest neck nigga you've ever seen while leaving every other part of your body open for attack.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
And just for a second, think about this. This nigga Conquest had enough lung capacity to fight in the vacuum of space for the last 10 minutes without breaking a sweat. So how long do you think it would take to put this motherfucker to sleep with a full Nelson?
Right. That's right, call for your mama.
Body shot, body shot, body shot. This shit was looking like Zeus vs. Adam. But the one credit I will give Mark is he said to Conquest,
"You're never breathing again."
And this nigga meant it. Flying through mountains, eating Batista bombs, and even nukes to the head. He never let go. But then the unthinkable happened. Conquest reached into Mark's abdomen and started pulling out his breakfast. When I tell you my face during this scene was in pure horror, small intestine, large intestine, liver, third intestine, shit you ain't never even heard of was coming out. And just when you thought it was done, big back at the potluck, he started reaching for more. That shit was diabolical. But now that we got that recap out the way, let's take a look specifically at Omni-Man this episode. Now, it all started with the reunion, and shout out to Debbie for being on her shit. I mean, he did call her a fucking pet and use her son as a human meat grinder, so she really had no choice, but I've seen niggas be forgiven by their baby mama for worse. But it just hits so much deeper when we've seen Omni-Man on his redemption arc the last couple episodes.
Fuck you.
Oh, boy! Yeah!
Debbie told him straight up, fuck you. And this nigga pulled a move so bold, even Maury would have been stunned. He said, "I didn't even love that side bitch, come on. She was literally a bug. The only thing she could do was suck me dry." Huss, huss, huss. I couldn't believe she started swinging on this nigga. Part of me thought he was gonna hit her with the Viltrumite special and karate chop her dumb ass in half.
Alyssa is 26. 4 months ago, she had a beautiful baby boy named Anthony. With this man, 74-year-old Luis.
But then we go from the wife to the best friend. And I don't know if they're best friends, but Nolan not really the type to have a best friend. But they friendly enough to have a brewski together. And this nigga right here gets the Nuts of the Year award. Pause.
What?
But I'll give you a rundown of their conversation. He tells Omni-Man his fit ain't shit, his wife was snatched by a good man who deserves her. He needs to not only leave, but also he can no longer do business with him because he only works on heroes. And Omni-Man just sits there and takes it like a good boy. If this was season 1, Omni-Man would have folded that nigga into a ball and put up 35 at the park. But this nigga just flies away. And look at Grandpa Joe's reaction. He knows he should have been Swiss cheesed. So then Omni-Man gets to the ship, his kids arrive to help fight in the war, and even they don't respect him. Like, how many times can Omni-Man make this face in one episode? Then Mark hits him with one of the coldest lines of the season. What do you think the O on his suit stands for? It's not Oliver, jackass. Like every time Omni-Man walks in a room, his kids leave. He can't even eat dinner without thinking of Debbie. This man is at emotional rock bottom. He is one "you're not my dad" away from jumping into the sun again. Like every time you see this man, if you didn't know how crazy it was, you just want to give him a hug and hand him a tissue and tell him everything's gonna get better. But it's not. All right, y'all, if y'all made it this far in the video,
I like you, and I want you.
Please help a struggling brother out. Give a like, maybe a comment, subscribe. I'm gonna keep trying to get content out like this, man. I hope y'all like it.
For $50, have you stopped beating your wife?
Oh, yeah, sure, of course. Oliver.
And you don't get to tell me what to do. Know this! Killing is my business!